the way I see enduro. And I get a lot of, backlash for this or whatever, and I don't really care what people think about, how I approach enduro. But I don't see enduro as being different from that. It's not that different from other endurance sports. Because when I look at endurance, I think of endurance as being something anywhere between like 5-ish minutes to 25 hours or something like that. And I don't see them as being that different. There are small little differences in how you prepare, but overall, like fitness is really, really similar. Gesundheit. It is allergy season. So I know, like, some people say, like, there are renowned coaches that say enduro is not an endurance sport. And I say, well, yes and no, because you are out there for a long time, number one, and if that's the only way you see enduro, then you might look at it as an endurance sport. So people be like, yep, you're out there for 6 hours, it's an endurance sport. I say, yeah, you're out there for 6 hours, but actually what you really need to do is go really, really hard a bunch of times over and over and over. So to me, that is why it's an endurance sport.
Cool. So you've identified it as an endurance sport. Then are you just training aerobically?
No. So when I think about the priorities in enduro, number one is skill. So you could be the least fit person out there and you could smash yourself down a hill and you can make it down in one piece and get lucky 100 times over and over and over, and you could do really, really well at enduro.
Yeah.
And in that case, fitness, maybe you're so skilled that being really, really unfit doesn't matter. Skill is number one. And that is what we're always aiming to. That's why we're always aiming to be really, really fresh when we race, especially at important races. So that way we can use all our skills. Because if we get, if we're super flat or something, or we get super tired, then we're not able to use our skills at the highest level, at our highest potential, right? So then second off, that's when I look at fitness. So, okay, we have these skills that are super important. We need to get you more fit so that way you can use your skill to its fullest potential and make it down a full run without getting overly fatigued, or you're able to do a really hard effort, execute a skill, do a really hard effort, and recover really quickly. And then you do that a few times in different stages. So I see skill as number one, and then fitness as number two, and then freshness is probably a mix of both of those, and you need to be really fresh for every race.